accolade to win the WBFSH Longines Breeders Award. And how exciting that we don't just have one breeder here with us today, but in fact there's three of you.
Hi, hello. I'm Chloe Ruys. Okay, my work is working young horses, educate them and going to the shows until they have a certain level and they're ready to be sold.
I'm Chloe's husband, Christophe. We work together to train the horses, and I used to go on jumping as well, but with the work here, it's only Chloe who's jumping now in the competition, and I do the work mostly at home. I'm the little slave.
Oh, not true.
Brilliant. And then we have Wim, is that right?
Yes, that's right. I'm the third one.
Uh-huh.
I'm the oldest one, but you can see it. I hope so.
So you have to speak up because his hearing is not so well anymore.
Not so good.
No. I was sport teacher, and I was also the teacher of Christophe when he was 7 years old. Then Christophe met Chloe, and so the
circle started.
Yeah, the circle of breeding was starting.
Wim was my first owner that I rode my first young horse for. That wasn't from home. And so everything started a little bit. So we rode his horses, and then we had some mares that we didn't know very well that we picked for the sport. We didn't really have the fields, but Wim did. And that's the way that, in fact, it started. So we say, okay, we do it together. We have nice mares, and you have the place that they can grow up, because we didn't want to sell them as a foal. We didn't want to keep them 4, 5, 6 years. And that's how everything started, in fact. And it's now for 25 years almost that we are together doing this.
But we are very small breeders.
Yep.
Some years we have one foal, other years we have nothing.
Not 2 or 3.
And then a time we had 3, 4 foals. When we are together, we are talking a lot about horses, the way that we see to breed and to learn a young horse is the same. It's a special way of thinking, but we all three think the same way.
Okay. So you came to breeding from your work with young horses, and that understanding of the young horses turned you into breeders, do you think?
Yes, in fact, yes.
When you breed as a rider, is that you look more to have a horse that is very rideable. When you are just a breeder, you look to the paper and wow, he jumps. If they are difficult,
they don't care.
Okay, it's for the rider.
Indeed, the difference is when they are born at your place, you see the first 3 years playing at the field. So already you see they have a good canter, they are scope, they are elastic. So you believe in the horse. And then as an Indiana, it happens more and more. If you have a difficult one, you take your time because you saw so many good things when they are loose, when they are on the field, when they are playing, you know, she will get there one day, but she's maybe not ready at 3 and maybe not ready at 4. And you give them much more time because you saw so many good things of her.
We don't look, when we breed, we don't look very much at the papers and what's the connection between stallion and mare. And when we looked for the stallion for Kashmir, we only looked for his character. So that we thought that Kashmir gave horses that were a little bit less spooky than Indiana, but with a bigger heart, and that worked out very well.
For the choice, That was important, I think, that we did it together. You were talking a lot about what kind of horse will we breed. And for me, it was the mare is very important. She must have the mind. She must have the constitution, and she must have the moves and the character. And for the stallion, for me, it was very important that the stallion jumps international, and he has a good character. That was. Then you have a foal, and you are lucky that you have a foal, and it was a mare, but it was not an easy one.
When she was born, it was already a special story, because we worked with a bird alarm, and in Diana there was never an alarm, and Chloe went to the stables in the morning. When she looked closely, the stables are rather big, and in the corner there was Indiana. She jumped up and looked. What are you doing in my stable? So character. The character of Indiana was not so easy. She was from the start very lovely, very kind, but she had already a character. When she doesn't like something, she lets you know. When her feet were done for the very first time, she screamed like a pig. She fell on the ground. She was jumping on us. She always was my way or the highway, but with the handling of us, she was very nice.
She was sweet.
But when you have to do something that she doesn't like, she was not so nice. She was very, very strong when she said, I go to the left. Okay, there was no right. It was to the left. And so when these horses are broken in and in a very hard way, I don't think it would have worked. We gave her the time to de-stress and then to take everything easy. We started at 5, I think.
To broken at 3, but she
broken in. But then we worked at home a lot to calm her down, to get her rideability a little bit more in order. And then I think the first shows was at 5, and then it went very fast because she was ready then, and the jumping, of course, that was no problem at all. She jumped always half a meter more than she has to, and very careful from the beginning. You don't have to do anything to make her careful, or that was just natural.
But that was the only thing. She thought it was fun. The feeling at the jump was amazing, and I think that's the only way that I kept going the first year, because she was so difficult and hectical, and we had no control, and our jumping was always amazing. A lot of scope and careful, and and she liked to jump, so that was easy. That was the easy part. She's really sweet, so she likes to cuddle, and she needs attention. She really needs a lot of attention.
She's a really woman. You have to spend a lot of time with her.
Indiana had a huge problem for going to the shows on the lorry. She was really stressed. And well, when the lorry is riding, it's just fine. But at the show, she needs to stay there 3-4 hours, because I had 3-4 horses. And it was awful. And then one day I said, I need to do something because she's really going crazy on the lorry. And then start buying toys. So all my horses have toys. And from that moment, we never had a problem anymore. She was nice. She had something to do, to play, the 3 hours that she was waiting when our friends were working. And it was over. And okay, she still have all her toys when she go to the shows and on the lorry, though. So she didn't grow up in that way.
We were very lucky that she arrived at Malines Bayard's place, because I think that's the connection that you need to bring a horse that far. And when I think when she was with a strong rider who said, no, it's gonna be like this, I don't think she would get very far. It's taking all the qualities that she has, but in her a little bit more like in her way. And Malin does it wonderful. When she throws her head, or she doesn't keep fighting with the horse, or she takes her as she is, and I think that's the wonderful connection between the two. Yeah.
That's why we are so happy that Indiana ended with Malin. We know
Yes.
they're really horse people. They really love their horses. They're going out of the field. They can be a horse.
Just tell us a little bit about the picture behind you, Chloe.
Do you want me to show it a little bit closer?
Yes, I believe that's Indiana.
I believe it is. I don't know if you see it well. Can you see it?
World Equestrian Games.
Yes, in the World Equestrian Games. In fact, the first real big championship she did. And
Is this one?
That's good. Oh, that's in Tokyo. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
your gold. Uh-huh.
Super.
Fantastic.
Television. Yes, I think she jumped at 2:00, so I missed. I don't know what she did.
Oh no.
In Saint-Tropez, yes.
I went,
1:45 class just to go in. But okay, we try to really follow what she's doing. Try to look by the computer.
it was not good for the heart, Tokyo.
Oh,
It was very stressful, and
yeah, she did such an amazing job.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
really, a lot of stress for us.
I went to see her once at Conter's place.
Bristol Stephex Masters.
Stephex Masters. Then she was there, and it was. I was happy to see her again, but most
real
of the
time.
time it's not possible to go see her. We are very happy and proud that Longines does something like this for the breeders.
I am very, very, very proud to be one of the breeders of Indiana. We were amazed. We were lucky. Proud.
Very proud.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's it.
She just started crying. I think, yeah, a relief. She did so many good things. And the years before, because she was so difficult, there were people a little bit talking about her. Oh, she's never gonna be fast enough and just not good enough. And then, okay, the last year she did such amazing things. And then, yeah, it makes you really, really proud. Yeah, she's amazing and special.
With Indiana, it's a very positive story. Horses like Indiana, it's mostly one in a lifetime.